In April this year, the exchange rate was 10. Multi-choice increased by 15%. If the city is trading at 12, it will reduce by 30%.
All right, guys. So Sam George news coming in. Cecilia says Sam George with me force DStv and as a multi-choice say they should reduce their prices by 30%, and DStv ajatum say ampa omo bete omo prices no so by 30%. We nsema Sam George there kwako tudwa na me the details ne for just no at the bro. Every time NDC about power no, you say DStv has been one of the issues. Man for complaining say prices no kwana ekosro prices no kwana ekosro. I'm Sam George say ekwan bia obefa so. Now I'm making sure say DStv prices no ebeba form no obefa so. Now only DStv paying for kotna say omo kasa yes omo di ho abobo we kana we yaka remember Sam George edi buy or publish some countries be omo Africa memu ha omo DStv prices and omo population no or any packages omo nya no all to Ghana there no as Ghana your population of 34 million no any packages no prices na DStv and as a multi-choice charging for no was rodo. It is Sam George Eddie ba say kwan bia obefa so ma DStv omo prices no aba form no obefa so na and good news everybody say DStv has finally agreed says they are going to reduce their prices into way enkunimdie Eddie Emma Sam George and the NDC government because DStv one thing amount for also papa complaining pa Sam George then say all can say DStv for sorry almost say and the CD depreciation and inflation in na the identity they be almost to prices no na and Sam George catch them say April year etwemu ya no dollar no and I say CD no timi appreciate ya be do 10 cedis ananka Ghana for expect say CD no enya honden e market ni no still DStv increase prices no by 15%. And as Sam George so on say most CD no depreciating to the motor prices you know say CD no appreciate ya say onya honde a prices ne beba form no masa kwa kotum 15% na DStv 4 pro omumpo dollar na say akodu 12% but akodu 12 cedis but still DStv will reduce the prices no by 30%.
April this year, what was the exchange rate? In April this year, the exchange rate was 10. Multi-choice increased by 15%. So if they claim that a depreciation of the CD is the basis for the increases that they were doing, in April this year, when the CD was trading at 10, they increased by 15%. If the CD is trading at 12, it will reduce by 30%. I'm working my own mathematics. So we'll take our mathematics to the meeting and we'll see whose mass is stronger. But bottom line, there will be a reduction. At the end of the day, it better so.
You know, and in Sam George or the Tuja, my young saying some honorable Sam George Waka, any DStv, the willingness says they will comply with the government. Now, Ashe, Kwame Faswa, on better on prices. So you could see Sam George and some of the Tuja.
April this year, what was the exchange rate? In April this year, the exchange rate was 10. Multi-choice increased by 15%. So if they claim that a depreciation of the CD is the basis for the increases that they were doing, in April this year, when the CD was trading at 10, they increased by 15%. If the CD is trading at 12, it will reduce by 30%. I'm working my own mathematics. So we'll take our mathematics to the meeting and we'll see whose mass is stronger. But bottom line, there will be a reduction. At the end of the day, it better so. Maybe you should check your circle of friends well. They are not patriots. They don't love this country. But my circle of friends, they love this country. And everyone who loves this country thinks that Sam George is doing something right relative to DStv. And so I'm not doing too much. I'm doing the least that I can do as minister. My fidelity as minister is to the Ghanaian people. Service to the Ghanaian people. I serve at the pleasure of a president who cares deeply about the Ghanaian people. And so in this ministry, we will serve the best interest of the Ghanaian people. They did not say I was doing too much when we made MTN offer 214 gig instead of 92 gig. They did not say we're doing too much when both Telecel and AT offered 250 gig instead of 190 gig. It's benefits to the Ghanaian people. So any Ghanaian who says that making us pay what our friends across Africa are also paying, because we are being fleeced and being made to pay more, and they say I'm doing too much, I want to see their passport again and see if they are truly Ghanaians. But any true Ghanaian supports the action that we are taking. I would not want to impugn any motive to multi-choice decision to wait till barely 48 hours to the conclusion. Let's just say they saw light at the end of the tunnel very late, and realized that the ministry was not going to back down. They realized that Ghanaians fully back the ministry, and that the ministry has the support. In fact, this is one action the ministry has taken that has bipartisan support. The MPP has endorsed this, the NDC has endorsed this, CPP, everybody in this country has endorsed this action, because Ghanaians simply say we won't pay the exorbitant fees again. The law is also clear. The law says that when you're going to suspend, issue a 30-day notice. In that 30-day window, they have the opportunity to engage to remedy the problem. That's the position of the law. And so MultiChoice acting yesterday, 48 hours to the expiration, is fully legal and fully within the law. The law does not say that they must apply and conclude the matter within the 30 days. It says within the 30 days, they must make a move, and they've made that move.
Nti we any nsema Sam George or the atudwa a chese bushafo asem we sesi ade amanfo boss Sam George abaso se Sam George wo bo edwuma, because Sam George kroya na okasa obema MTN omu data packages no value no omu depa no say timi kosoro because packages ne boarding na omu tena ase didi nkomo afe de MTN for the buyer 399 no omu timi ede package no data ne bi eka ho ekoduru 215 eno ne DStv Sam George or Jenny Samba or Jenny D obia airport abaso eso na we na GH1 about say DStv has agreed to reduce its subscription prices, and then some GH1 about and at TV3 and so about say MultiChoice has reached out indicating their willingness to comply. They have accepted that there will be a reduction. They have agreed to sit down and talk about the level of reduction. Internationally in summer TV3 for a barbecue. Internationally in summer for a training ever has this year. For another gist and Sam George Tnas, no. He also spoke about the fact that he's here on Telecel, any Airtel Tigo, that's 80 or mobile boom. Already not a Tigo, any Airtel, and a Airtel, any Tigo boom, man be 80. And as you see, the Telecel. And so a barbecue home, not just see a Tigo Telecel, and then Tigo Telecel Airtel. Omomi and Sunny Baby Boom Sisia, and and then as Sam George Air Casano Sisia, a government now for KPMG, so more and making sure say the deal no, it will be successful and it will be smooth. The entrance some honorable Sam George so Kafas Asimwe.
Following the exit of Bharti Airtel from Ghana, the government of Ghana acquired the shares of AT for a purported $1 in a bid to protect jobs and ensure the continuity of AT, as we were told. The propriety or otherwise of that decision is evident in the current state of affairs. Following this acquisition, ATC began making demands on the government for payment of AT's debt, with threats of shutting down AT sites if these demands were not met. The current situation. On 1st September 2025, ATC commenced the disconnection of power to 80's radio access networks across the country due to the outstanding debt. To avoid a national crisis that could have affected over 3 million subscribers of 80 Ghana, the NCA directed 80 and Telecel to immediately establish a national roaming agreement, thereby migrating all of 80's traffic onto Telecel's network to minimize disruption. It is important to note at this point that all of 80's services, and I'll be clear here, voice, SMS, data, and 80 money remain intact. As Minister, I want to commend the exceptional skills and commitment shown by the technical teams of 80 Ghana and Telecel Ghana to pull off this integration under very difficult circumstances. It reaffirms our belief that with the right policy direction, we have the requisite technical expertise in the two companies to make a compelling case for the Ghanaian engineer. We expect to have some challenges, however. Some of 80's customers may experience limited challenges during the traffic migration, though the majority of subscribers are unlikely to notice any disruptions. The NCA and 80 will issue timely communication to subscribers to address and resolve any concerns that may arise. What does the future hold? Government has appointed KPMG to act as transaction advisor to provide guidance on the future of 80 with the goal of establishing a second strong operator to address the imbalance in Ghana's mobile market. The transaction advisor will also access government's shareholding in Telecel Ghana towards achieving the same goal.
And in the latest story, Air Course to I'm going to say, no, Honorable Sam George or Ginny Dean, as he said, there are more stories. No, DStv has finally agreed so maybe reduce more prices. No, and only say this. Now, as to say, on better so by 30%. No, yeah, the whole details. Ebeba.